to him the whole game, but obviously more so after the barrage of threes. They did a little bit more switching. You know, Gortat ended up on Isaiah on more than a couple of occasions, but certainly any time that they could, you know, be aggressive off of a pick and roll, blitz a pick and roll, whatever the case may be, they were, you know, they were really up into him. But, you know, he did a great job in the first half of finding seams and finding avenues, and our guys looked for him and made plays together. I thought we missed a ton of shots in the first half that I felt really good about. Felt like we, you know, I was actually surprised at our shooting percentage in the first half. I would have thought it was worse because I felt like we were getting great looks. But then in the third quarter, you know, that 6-minute spurt or whatever changed the whole game.
Coach, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. You just touched a little bit on with the other guys. They were getting some pretty good looks in the second quarter. But as the game progressed, what did you think of the way the offense operated, especially when Isaiah was unable to carry the team with the scoring load?
Well, it's never good when you give the other team the ball. So obviously 12 turnovers and a half against this team, you're going to get beat. And that was part of it. Then I thought as the game went on, I thought our defense became a little bit less reliable. But I thought we really defended in the first half. We were down 8-0 to start the game, and I felt great about how we were playing, which is a unique feeling because you kind of want to call a timeout, but you're like, you know, you're getting pretty good looks and you're guarding them pretty well. The first possession of the game, we guarded great. Porter hit a, you know, contested three or a contested long two, and so you can live with those, but. You know, again, it was that third quarter spurt.
Sure, Blake, be kind of patient. Brett, I apologize if you've already been asked this question, but during that spurt that they went on in the third quarter that you just referenced to, was there a point where you thought about calling a timeout? And if
I think I did, right? I went to 6 or 8 or something like that, and I did. And then it went to 16 before you knew it. So no, I didn't want to call a second one. Probably should have. Probably should have used them all. But yeah, ideally would like to have those at the end. But the end doesn't matter, you should use them all. So you just kind of hope it matters.
Coach, John started 0-9 from the field. What do you think was the key for you guys defensively?
No, I thought we did a really good job defensively in the first half. Overall, I felt really good about it. But, you know, he made big shots as the game went on. And, you know, when he gets going in transition, he's a load. I mean, he is just as good as it gets in transition.
They had the 26-0 run, obviously today, the 22-0 run last time. Is there something in these surges that's obviously turnovers are a big part? When they kind of get that momentum going, are they particularly difficult to stop? Is there body language in your guys that, you know, you're not liking? I guess how can you avoid?
I didn't think our guys were, you know, obviously you're never happy when that happens. It's hard to have a, you know, perpetual smile as that's going on. But I think you know, I thought that we just turned the ball over. And, you know, I think that if you turn the ball over and you give them runouts, then that puts even more pressure on your defense when it comes back down the court. You know, if they have a 22-0 run or a 26-0 run, we're not going to win. You know, I think that's pretty obvious. And that's been the case each of the last 2 games, and we have to play better on Wednesday.
Coach, win or lose, there are things that you can take away from a game. And when you look at this series shifting back to Boston, what are some of the takeaways that you have with you that you can look
I've got
to?
some in my mind, but I'll look at the tape and figure out, you know, how we can play better. Because that's, you know, we started better. First quarter was way better. But there's 4 of them. You know, we weren't very good in the third.
Coach, one more. Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. How can you get a better balanced offensive attack from your guys? And do you view this game and the last game as kind of getting into that law of averages that you talk about often with the shooting percentages?
What do you mean by that? By coming down, you mean? Or, well, I mean, hey, you try to get great shots, and then ultimately, you know, you live with that. But what you can't do is not get shots. And so, you know, again, we'll go back and look at it. We didn't play great. We played pretty good in stretches, but then 2 stretches killed us on this trip to DC. And one in the first quarter the other day, one in the third quarter today. And we have to play better throughout the whole game on Wednesday. And, you know, I said it the other night, you know, I just don't want to sit up here and talk about what we're not doing. You have to credit them. I mean, they're playing really well. They're a good team, really talented, really athletic. Their length is bothering us. We have to do a better job of utilizing spacing to take some of their length out of the play. Thanks.